here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that what that was?
You saw me, huh?
Yeah.
I gotta learn to be more stealthy.
Pull up a live stream.
Wear a ski mask.
That always helps,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Oh.
Sing that Katy Perry song,
Same
cause
thing.
you're hot and you're cold.
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys send me snow?
I'm gonna let it roll just because we get the audio of these.
Oh, okay. Back with that plan.
My neighbors.
I hope you said big. Thank you. We keep.
So if you have it in the audio,
It's not the right audio?
It is.
Oh, it is, okay.
so I'm gonna let it run, but I'll put it back.
Sure, yeah, okay. Just it's like a school board meeting. Just listen.
We have to announce that, we notice
He's
that.
gonna comment on it. I could say something too.
I think that helps, sorry.
You have a voice.
Sort of.
Pretty weak.
You must have been conserving it all day just for our meeting.
Pretty much.
Cheering to that line.
I heard it was a silent household yesterday, texting all day.
Across the room. Text Keegan to bring me something from the fridge. Pretty hard to cheer loudly for the Hawkeyes.
A lot of fist pumps.
A lot of fist bumps, a lot of running around the couch.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Mhm. And it was exciting.
That was something else.
You were never actually so close.
Thank you.
This was the Hawkeyes for 10 days.
That's all that happened.
All right, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, welcome everybody. If you're joining the live stream, the audio is working, just not the video, so you just have to listen in. But do we have any additions to the agenda this evening?
No changes.
Okay, I'll look for a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, motion carries. On to the next agenda item, a fun one here. We have the mayoral proclamation for the Lennox Powerlifting State Championship. So we've got a bunch of coaches and students here. So thanks for being here today and congratulations to each and every one of you. I'm gonna read this and then we'll come try to gather up here and take a picture. So if we need to make a couple rows, we'll do that. But let me read this here. Whereas the 2026 Lennox Oriole Powerlifting team competed at the South Dakota State Powerlifting Tournament, and whereas the 2026 Lennox Oriole Powerlifting team competed against 255 of the state's strongest lifters, and whereas the 2026 Lennox Oriole Powerlifting team represented the entire Lennox community with their appreciation for sportsmanship and competition, and whereas the 2026 Lennox Oriole Powerlifting team acquired 4 individual boys titles, 3 individual girls titles, and took first place in both the girls and boys overall. Now therefore, be it resolved that I, Danny Fergan, Mayor of Lennox, South Dakota, proclaim March 23, 2026, Lennox Oriole Powerlifting Day. I encourage all residents to congratulate the Lennox Oriole Powerlifting team for their outstanding season. So congratulations to all of you guys. I'm proud of you. Come on up, let's take a picture and you'll get a, I think you'll frame this for them and get it back to you guys.
All right. I'll go back and sit.
So you guys can file this way too, to fill in.
Said, try to wear something that makes me look a little bit more bulky or something. Cruising the cheek lines, that's
I'll
what
kneel
it
down to
is.
the front guys.
Just so.
All right, so we're gonna pull this side here too. There we go. Can you fit in, get it closer?
I don't know if I need to back this up.
It's not a big deal. I don't wanna get the mic in there if I can avoid it,
Is this chair in the way? Give that a second.
but there you go.
We lost Danny.
Yeah. All right, smile, everybody.
1, 2, 3, we'll do a couple here. All right.
All right. Congratulations to all of you guys. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming tonight. Congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations, yeah. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys.
That's him.
Hey, you guys, if you want to take your picture of this too with your phone and share it, it's fine, but we'll get you out. We'll get a framed one. There you go, yeah.
It's set my calendar. Calvin traffic in June. It's in my calendar.
Feel free to stay if you want.
Yeah, run.
All right. Cool to honor our teams this way, so appreciate that. On to visitors to be heard. Any visitors to be heard this evening, come on up. They all left. All right. On to the consent agenda. Nate, anything you want to draw attention to with that tonight?
A few things, Mayor and Council. First, number 3.14, special event permit park drive after 5. I'd still like to work through this a little bit. With Will being gone last week, we didn't really have much of a chance to talk about the alcohol use on this one. So if you're okay for pursuing this, approved tonight, otherwise we can move to another one. There's a vacuum trailer purchase agreement, so that's formalizing what was approved last meeting. Our insurance policy declarations, finance officer school scholarships for Tyson and Jen, and our FY25 autumn engagement letter with Shane Bush.
Okay. Question, comments from council?
With the ambulance billing explanation, was that just included to help us kind of understand why we experience a loss each year with the ambulance?
Yeah, so at the county commission meeting where the ambulance, our consultant presented to the Lincoln County Commission, there were some questions around balance billing, which is the billing the difference between what insurance allows and what the actual cost is. This just clarifies that that's not allowed. It's not something that you can do.
And there's more information to be found in the council priority project report as it goes into a little more of an overview for anyone that's wanting to look that up. It's there ready for reference, and then of course Alan provided the detail for us to consume.
So just because I'm not part of that committee and I just had a few other questions about that. So in this, when it says that the contractual adjustment is $300, so that can't be billed to the customer, so essentially that's a loss. And then they're saying in here that the remaining balance to be billed to the patient would be $250, but there's really no guarantee that that would be paid either, correct?
Does that refer to the patient portion?
Yeah, so in that example of a total
Yeah.
bill of 1,000, then you
That's
have
something we would send that, if we bill, so we bill the insurance pays us. We bill the patient for their portion, and let's say that they don't pay us, we send that on to collections.
Okay. And this might be something you can't answer, but is there a portion of that that never gets paid then? I mean, it
Oh,
goes
yeah,
to collections,
absolutely.
but, yeah, okay.
I don't know how much we have sent to collections in the past year, would you be able to guess? It's more likely that we set up a payment plan with them, which is better for us and better for them. So.
Thank you for explaining that a little bit further.
Josh, thank you for the update from the economic development side. And it's exciting to hear all that you've got going on with LADC and the progress that's being made to better our community.
Yes, and it's also good to see that our housing study is starting to pay off.
Mhm.
Audrey, you're getting ready for National Library Week. That's, time's ticking on that. You're almost 3 weeks away, less than a month. We'll be there to find your joy.
Yes.
And it's good to see that we're investing in our employees with the finance officer school, and it'll be great if we could get some grants or some scholarships to help with that expense, but nonetheless, it's great to see Tyson and Jen being able to attend that and further their training and knowledge in finance for municipalities.
It's complicated stuff. This business isn't, especially the finance side. There's rules that are particular only to municipal finance in South Dakota, and it's important that they have that ongoing training.
In regards to the special event permit, Will, are you able to speak on that? And have you had a chance to think through that alcohol permit or how that would be taken care of at the park?
I guess I'm not,
So the recommendation here, Chief, is that the approved special event permit pending an agreement on safety and alcohol plan. So we come to some sort of agreement with the commercial club, because it isn't clear in the permit exactly how that's going to be handled.
right, so typically, if we allow it as far as the conditional use permit goes, what our normal recommendation, kind of like what we do with the street dance, they're responsible for it, you know, they've got to maintain their own security to make sure that it's not being served to underage people. Should be a cordoned off area that should only allow somebody of the age of 21 to be in.
Okay.
Those type of regulations, but again, we're talking about the city park, so I don't know what their setup is gonna look like, if they're going to do, I've been to other communities where they have like a beer garden, and I think that's probably the more fitting establishment for the park area. If they could come up with some kind of area that they would consider or deem as their beer garden, I think that would be more than sufficient to satisfy the city and what our requirement would end up being.
And I think our big goal is that this remain a family-friendly event. You know, we don't want it to be kind of a raucous
Yes, yes.
party. You know, Park Drive After 5 has I think a different role than like the street dance does, for example.
Right,
So,
yeah. And this is just for their first one?
I think this is for the second one in June.
Okay, it's June 19th. Yeah, there's one in May, isn't there?
You know, this one's going to have a rib cook-off,
Okay.
and that's why they wanted to do
Okay.
this one.
So if this doesn't go as planned, or we have hiccups or something like that, we might not, we may have to revisit that alcohol side of
Yeah,
it.
and I think for them it's just another way to raise money for this, but at the same time, we've committed to help fund Park Drive After 5, so.
Yep, okay.
If we can't come to an agreement, I assume that the event will still go on.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Anything else?
Not with that now.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Other comments, discussion, questions from council?
I was impressed with our street team getting out on that snowstorm, and they were all on top of that so fast that we had dry roads by the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome. So kudos to them, they got ahead of the freeze.
They do a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they even had all the stuff on Main Street picked up on Saturday.
Wow.
They hauled it off all on the same day.
Well, it all turned into bricks
Right.
for 3 days.
Other discussion? Now I'll look for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. We'll do roll call. Welch,
Aye.
Swear,
Aye.
Doherty,
Aye.
Teasy,
Aye.
and Drill,
Aye.
and Peterson.
Aye.
All right, motion does carry. We are on to 4 old business ordinance 666 septic systems.
Mayor and Council, this is the second reading of the ordinance that you approved the first reading of at the last meeting on March 9. No changes have been made since that time. We recommend the motion to approve second reading, not first, as it says in the.
Sure, yep.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, any discussion? Seeing that there's none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Okay, motion does carry. On to 4.2, we have DOC funds deposit.
Mayor and Council, at the last meeting, you requested current money market and CD rates for our local banks. The information has been requested and is provided to you separately. But we're protecting it under proprietary information under SDCL 1-271.6 and to protect the integrity of a possible formal RFP. Please note that First Interstate Bank was asked not to be considered before a CD without managing the full banking relationship. So if we were doing our regular banking there, then they'd consider doing the CD, but without having significant sums of money there, they can't offer anything significant. So a little bit of difference in those rates between the current banks. And I don't have any recommendation on this, it was simply to provide information. I think give you a few weeks to mull this over and come back at the next meeting ready to discuss what, if any, steps you want to take going forward.
Thank you. Do you want any discussion on this now, or if there's anything, let's talk it through, otherwise it's good information for us.
Do we need to go into exec to talk about that?
No, I would just say, when you're talking about specific rates, let's not have that out there at this point. That does cause problems for future RFPs, because then they have an idea of what's being offered already, so.
Anybody have any discussion on this?
To me, a 6-month CD looks to be probably the best path current. I don't know.
Yeah, just math tells the story.
We've got no current use for the money.
Right.
We're not using it for anything other than the rebates, and that's being funded elsewhere anyway.
And maybe consider a 12-month, just to lock it in a little bit longer if we think it's gonna drop more.
There would be a penalty though if we needed to withdraw before 6 months, right? Typically with CDs.
There is a new product that American Bank and Trust has where you can withdraw twice without penalty in that 6 months. It's a different product I'm looking at for band boosters.
Sure.
But that was something they mentioned to us last time we met with them as well.
I mean, 6 months gets us to September. The new council is seated in December. I guess I could go either way. I mean, I wanna make sure that we're not being penalized if we do decide to do something with the funds before the CD matures. But to Chad's point, 12 months from now, that's only 3 months into the next council's term, and they're in a new fiscal year, and they will have probably budgeted for something if that decision comes to light, so I could go either way. I mean, personally, I think either the 6 or 12 month look appetizing, for lack of better words.
With what we've planned and budgeted for 2026, I don't anticipate a need for an early withdrawal. I would expect we'd go with the best return for our money. That's been working nicely for our residents, building up these funds and dragging in tens of thousands of dollars monthly in interest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not chump change, that's for sure.
No.
When's our money market? April 1st?
Fourth.
April 4th?
And again, you don't have to change anything right now.
And it drops to 3?
3.16.
The other question to determine as you're looking at this is, do you split that money up between a couple of banks, or do you just keep it at one like we've been doing?
Was there discussion previously about splitting it? Because it felt like there was.
We ended up splitting not the DOC funds, but we split the DOC funds from our primary banking relationship is what we ended up doing.
We did. So DOC funds went exclusively to one bank. Have any CDs at American Bank and Trust right now?
No, it's just the one CD with
So
security.
Our operating dollars went to American Bank and Trust, and our investment dollars all went to security. So we've got a CD at security as well, in addition to the 10.5 and change money market account.
Do we still have anything at, First Interstate?
Just a small ambulance account,
That's
balance of 150,000 maybe.
Probably like 100,
Yeah.
I'd say, along with libraries accounts.
Well, the library has their account there, that's right.
And that one's pretty small.
Couple thousand.
Any sort of direction from council, or are we just gonna gather this information and?
I was just gonna do the math of what a month waiting would cost us.
You didn't create projections, did you, Tyson? No? Okay. Just making sure before he starts the math.
It takes you like 10 seconds.
I was like, if anybody's gonna do the
It's probably
math
already
quick,
on
it's gonna be
spreadsheet.
Chad.
About $6,100 a month, the delta between the money market and like a 6-month CD, $6 grand-ish,
Is what we're, between now and a month from now.
yeah.
Cause if we were to make a motion to take action tonight, it would have to be voted, it would have to go through two, right, or no?
Just one.
No, just one,
Yeah.
okay.
But it does take time to get the signature cards and everything else done,
Right.
if we're changing something.
Right. And it matures, you said, first part of April?
April 4.
Well, it doesn't mature at all, like, that's when.
It just
rate
regresses.
changes.
Yeah.
Oh, sure, okay. Our next meeting is not until,
13.
yeah,
The
so,
CD also matures April 4th as well.
Yeah, but that's
I think
rolling
that's
over.
part of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's actually part of this.
I mean.
With that CD, it's not changing, correct?
We'll just,
Well, I guess the-
we just roll it into the next term.
What's that for,
It'll
Sure.
probably be that, what they have in the,
Document?
yeah.
the 6 month or the 12 month though?
12, I just.
12?
But then at that point, it's just month to month, correct?
No,
It's no longer.
you're locking in for another 12.
A lock
Yeah.
in for another 12.
That's, the CD is just our reserve.
Yeah,
funds.
Okay.
that's not the DOC fund, that's a different reserve fund.
And that's at American?
It's a security.
So if we were to have a massive economic change, that's the, those are the conditions under which we go after those reserve funds, but even then it's pretty unlikely, more likely to do an interfund loan to cover the losses.
Well, with what, I know it's not totally related, but mortgage rates went up again today, so I feel like if we can take action sooner rather than later, because it is very unpredictable.
It is.
You guys lean in 6 month or 12 month?
What's the mathematician, what's the?
Well,
what's
it's you're hedging your bet. Do you think the rates are gonna go lower, or you think it's gonna go higher? I think they're gonna go lower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I think it's gonna go to.
I think in 6 months they're going to have to be lower. I
Right.
don't think there's going to be a choice.
So the 12-month option then?
I think so. It locks us into a decent rate for 12 more months, and then
And then at that top bank that we're seeing on our memo?
well, that'd be moving it.
Right, but,
The difference there is minimal.
I would probably just leave it status quo personally, but I don't know. I mean, it's
Is it worth the hassle to move?
I don't know.
It is a hassle move.
Yeah. Right, so leave it.
I agree. I'd like to continue to let that mature in the
Yeah.
agreement that we made 12 months ago.
Could I recommend a specific motion to move what's currently in the DOC money market account to a 12-month CD at Security Bank.
I'll make a motion to take the money, take the DOC funds from the money market account at, do we wanna wait till April 1st or April 6th?
I think we get the ball rolling this week.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to move the DOC money market funds to a 12-month CD at Security Bank.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion or further discussion? Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. All right. Motion carries. Now let's move on to 5.1, we have the 2024 audit.
Mayor and council, the city's auditors at Shane Fish have completed their audit of our 25 financial statements. 24 financial statements. This covers January through December of 2024. Reports on whether our financial statements are accurate, among other requirements. 2 findings were issued, which is exactly what we expected. Those findings were the continuing internal control deficiency, that's noted each year, and then a material violation of laws, rules, and regulations with our spending exceeded that which is authorized by the city council. So all that refers to is our failure to pass a supplemental budget until we were into FY25. We expected that because it was due to the rapid and unexpected departure of finance officer in 2024, which delayed the supplemental until 2025. In addition to the findings, there were several oral comments to review. Many of those comments have already been incorporated into our current operations. Overall, pretty close to what I expected, given the quick turnover of the finance officer position over the last few years, and we are already on a very good path for improvement. I recommend a motion to accept the FY 2024 audit.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second, any discussion?
I do have a question. It said that the ambulance aging reports are aging, and that they should be analyzed.
That was on oral comments, right?
Correct, yes. And so I'm just wondering, is this something that we've looked at previously, since we've been talking about the EMS?
What number is that under oral comments?
I'm looking again right here.
Yep, number 4.
Oh, yes.
I think that's something that's already happening.
I mean, they seem very clear to me, especially looking at the consent agenda today, so I'm wondering what exactly they are referring to.
My guess, and we may need to go into executive session to discuss legal counsel communications, but my guess is they're referring to our previous billing arrangement, where we weren't always receiving aging reports
Oh,
with our previous biller.
Would you like to discuss that further in executive session with our legal counsel's advice and
I
recommendations?
would, yes.
Motion to
only-
enter executive under the guise of legal.
All right, we have a motion to go into executive session under legal consult. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, same sign.
I shall see my way out.
Okay,